Hi there. Today I am going to be showing you how to set up a new class in Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a great resource that Google has created for teachers in order to share those things that you've created in your Google Drive with your students and parents. It works seamlessly with your Google Drive, so if you're a teacher who utilizes Google Drive exclusively, this is the tool for you. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go up to this plus sign in the top right hand corner, and you have two options. The first option is to join a class. The second option is to create a class. I'm going to be talking about joining classes in the next video. In this video we're talking about creating classes, so obviously I'm going to click on that. And you're going to give your class a name. I'm going to be very original and call mine Mr. Gibson's class. Now the section here is a way for you to identify this class from any other class that you may create. So if you are a junior high or high school teacher and you've got multiple periods of classes that you teach, you probably are going to want to identify which class you're working with or which class you're in and label it. So period 1 or calculus, pre-calculus, whatever you're teaching. If you're an elementary school teacher, usually you only teach one grade, other than those of you who have the extreme pleasure of teaching a combo class. You may want to create one class for your 4th graders and one for your 5th if you're teaching a 4th, 5th grade combo class. I'm just going to give mine a name of 4th grade and create. So now it has created my new class labeled Mr. Gibson's 4th grade. Now this is the landing spot for anyone who has access to your classroom. And you're going to see a few things here, so I'll go over them with you. The first thing is your stream. Now the stream is a lot like if you're on Facebook or Twitter. It's going to populate your classroom with all of the announcements or assignments that you've created for your students. So as you create an announcement, it's going to post it here. And then when you create another announcement or an assignment, it's going to go to the top, and everything else is going to get pushed down towards the bottom. Now on the left here you have a way for you to show deleted items that you've maybe made a mistake on and you want to delete. We'll talk about that later. And also your class code. Now this is something you're going to want to remember. It's always going to be there, but you're going to want to write it down so that you can share it with your students. This is going to be a way for them to access this classroom amongst the hundreds of thousands of others that are out there. This next section here is for students. This is something that only you as the teacher will see. This shows all the students that have gained access to your classroom. So that code that you gave them, once they've signed up and logged in and found your classroom, it will populate this screen with all of those students. And it's a good way for you to see who is in and who is not in so that you can help those that are. Now this third section here, the About section, is a great way for you to post information about your class that isn't going to change throughout the year. So things like your biography, your room number, the description of your class. This is a great place for your parents to go in order to get information about different things, field trips, your schedule, anything that you don't want to post in your stream that's going to get lost in all the different things that you're posting on here, the announcements and the assignments. You want to make sure you put it in the About section. You can put things in here from your Google Drive as well so that your students and parents can access them. So that's your Google Classroom in a nutshell. From here, one of the first things that people usually want to do when they are in their classroom is change the theme. Now Google will just automatically give you a theme here. It's a nice little picture of a building with blue in the background. If you go up here to the top right hand corner, you click on select a theme to select a theme that Google has already created. Or if you have a photo, I've seen teachers take class pictures and post them or upload them into their Google Classroom. It's kind of a cool idea. I'm just going to go ahead and click on select a theme, and I'm going to select one of the themes that Google has provided. And as you can see, they're very vibrant, colorful themes that they've added in here, and some of them may correlate with the subject that you're teaching: history, math, music, science. They also have patterns that you can choose from. I'm going to go back here and select candy, because I'm a big fan of candy. Who isn't, right? So I've changed my theme, and you can change it whenever you want. So the only other thing that I wanted to talk about today is kind of navigating around your Google Classroom. So from these three lines up here in the top left-hand corner, I can go back home, and my home screen is going to look a lot different now. This is where if you've created multiple classes, you can access each of those classes. And I can still access them from here as well. So if I have multiple classes there, it's going to populate this list here of all my different classes. I can also click on any assignments that I've created, and it'll show me which ones I have assigned for each different class. And we'll talk about that another time. And that is setting up your Google Classroom. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.